Crap, ladies and gentlemen, crap. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to Dinner and a Game. Thank you so much for allowing us to take a little bit of time away. It is the holidays. People's schedules are crazy, and it's always a rough time this time of year. So we really appreciate everyone who, gave us messages of support and everything like that when we had to cancel a lot of shows unexpectedly. And, all of us here, we do this because we love the hobby and we love the community. And, everything else is just a boon, and so we really appreciate it, and thank you. But how is everyone doing tonight, guys? Doing good?
Yes.
Now, as you might notice, Milagros is not with us. She's not going to be with us until next year. She has finals, of course, and then she is going out of town for an extended period for the holidays, so she is going to be missing the next few sessions, which I think it's only one more session this year, isn't it? Let me double check the calendar.
Tuesdays. We
have 2 more sessions.
And the 21st.
No, we're out that week of the 21st.
Oh, we are.
The week of the 21st. We're not coming back until the 4th.
The 4th. So, that's right.
Yeah. So we have one more session after this one, and then we're out for basically 2 full weeks, and we don't come back until January 4th.
That's right, because I come back the day of the 27th, and I need a whole day to recover from travel. That's right.
No way. I'm not going to make anyone try and do anything those 2 weeks. That's just nuts.
That's banana pants.
Yeah.
His wife would kill him.
Banana pants?
Yeah. Well, I start my vacation on the 23rd, so, and I go, and I'm not, I don't come back until the next year, so.
That's my vacation. I get, yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This is Tuesday evening, and this is Dinner and a Game. That makes this our Emerald Sanctum's Chronicle. A chronicle is a game set in the world of darkness, which is a setting that was created for a number of different games based around White Wolf's gaming system. It's a D10 system, skills and traits. And it is a system set up to explore the supernatural aspects of this world. And basically, it's urban fantasy, which means it's modern times, except mages and fae and vampires and were-tigers and werewolves all exist, and they get along incredibly well. Yeah, that doesn't happen. But the people I have with me do get along incredibly well. How you guys been? I've missed you so much with this long extended break.
Where's the echo?
Huh?
Been good, been good.
Is there an echo?
No. I don't hear an echo.
I don't.
You might just be hearing me echo from, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's literally through a door, so, and I'm really loud. So,
For damn sure.
So, let's go ahead and say hello and hi to everyone. Let's start out with my beautiful and amazing wife.
What?
Hi, baby. How are you?
Pretty good.
It seems like I just talked to you a few minutes ago.
You know what, though? You
Yo,
did
what?
not, in fact, get me the coffee you promised.
I did not, and that is because I am a horrible person. This is a well-known fact. I am a traitor, and I am a betrayer, and I have shattered your confidence in me time and time again. I don't know why you stick around, but I love you for it anyway. Thank you. Is that enough?
Groveling?
Yes.
Yeah, I still don't have coffee.
Message your son. He knows how to make coffee. Anyway, Jessica, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Sunny Danum,
And Sunny Danum is?
a grump. Satyr.
Grump, Satyr Grump, and that would make her a
Satyr Grump.
changeling.
Yes.
Which in this
Changeling,
world are the
Satyr Grump.
Fae. And the Fae in this world are very, very interesting because they have a widest assortment of powers out of any of the races. But because of their Fae nature, they have the hardest amount of time affecting anyone who isn't a Fae. And speaking of Fae,
I hang out with these people.
I know. Em, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. How is your insanely busy schedule going?
It's starting to slow down because a lot of are going away for the holidays, so I'm just like, I get to relax a little bit, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, getting to chill out and not have all that pressure on you is definitely understandable. So right now, who are you going to on your busy schedule? Who are you going to be playing tonight?
I'll be plating.
I don't have any plate.
She a
cards.
Hulk.
I'll be playing Lady Rosaline, our lovely Wilder. She's a bit of a disaster child.
Gotcha. And next up, we have Jonathan. Jonathan, you are one of those players who is here just because you love the game, and you are one of those people who is not like one of a creator on social media, but you are an old school Dagger. You were with us when we were still doing the podcast back in 2018. So thank you very much for coming tonight, and thank you for being a part of the game. Who are you playing this evening?
I'm playing Mark, and Mark is a werecat slash quad-fae. He's not really a fae, but he's related to them. So he's kind of like one in that door. And he is the sole 100% owner of a wonderful chair by a bay window that can't be disputed.
Milagros is going to hate bomb you so much. Okay, so
Well, I mean, going
Not
once,
sold.
going twice.
I
The
mean,
undisputed owner of the chair.
Emrys did give the chair to.
Varys
Penelope.
gonna dispute it on Emerus's behalf.
so Vera's going to beat a kitty ass.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well, I
of
can't
Vera,
Can't really do that. I owe them.
speaking of Vera, Ivy, how are you?
I'm good. I've been
Good.
busy, but I'm good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
I know you just got off of that huge streaming event. What was the final total? I didn't even get to hear.
5,630. I want to say for the first one, and then when the second one I was on a couple weeks ago, we raised over 2,500, I think.
Yeah. And so Ivy's been on 24-hour charity streams. But on the first one, Ivy was on for the entire plus,
Because you're
24-hour
my
plus.
I am the committee members.
I am the committee members.
members.
And that, what was the first one called?
Rolling for charity.
Rolling for Charity. And that one was raising for Doctors Without Borders.
Yep.
And the second one was called...
It was over on the Ventures and Initiative. It was raising money for Extra Life for the wonderful children in the hospitals where they provide gaming systems.
Yep. And they basically do that. The nice thing about Extra Life is everyone who raises money for Extra Life... Oh, Jessica's wearing her Extra Life shirt.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, well, we did a Extra Life last year. We didn't do it this year because I didn't know how many different people we're going to have on the stream by this time this year, so I couldn't make any plans for it. But we did Extra Life last year, and we raised 3,000,
Oh, that's
roughly
nice.
around 3,000.
Yeah.
But we did it as a long thing. We did multiple shows, and we asked for donations every single show. And we would let people do stuff like, donate $25 to make us, talk in weird accents or stuff like that. So it was very fun, and it definitely added some chaos to the games.
Well,
But
we gotta have chaos.
oh, absolutely, that's what I count on you guys for.
Hello, that is me, the chaos.
chaos gremlins.
Yes.
That's what we're here for, right?
Please stop biting the laptop.
Bite the
She's
laptop.
not- bite the laptop, kitty.
It was the whole
No.
so cute.
I don't know how this transition works, but speaking of biting laptops, hi Sphinx.
Hello.
I feel like there's a story here that we don't know, but the joke is there's no story.
I
Joke
feel
with
like
no
there's a
story.
that I don't know about.
Sphinx, what is you biting laptops?
Apparently, I bite laptops in my sleep. Maybe I don't know.
It's a
I don't
quality
know.
check.
Gotta
Everyone
do
knows
some
that's a
weird
quality
shit.
check. You know how you used to bite coins? Well, you bite your laptop.
Is that how that goes?
There
I
you go.
know.
Not even
Maybe You know,
Unless there's
maybe
somebody at
for-
my job who's doing that, at which point they and I need to have a serious chat.
You're being.
If you're
a
watching,
very
don't do that
bad-
shit.
If you're watching, don't do that.
You
I'm
are
gonna find a
bad
laptop now
influence.
specifically to bother you. You're just gonna get a picture in Discord.
Nah. Unless it's like made out of cake or something, then that's
No, I'm gonna buy a legit laptop.
Like a
just to
legit
send-
actual
yeah,
laptop?
of course.
Damn.
And since you two are tied together, Ivy, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Vera Rolo, who is my lovely Lasombra vampire,
And best friends to who,
and
Sphinx, who are
best
you
friend
playing?
to
tonight?
the absolute wonderful and phenomenal Emrys.
I'm playing Emrys Grant, the Order of Hermes mage, who runs a lovely bookshop and tea shop and a cult shop in Seattle.
Dun dun dun. And
Do
he
you
is
sell
also,
cults?
huh? What was that?
He said a cult shop. I'm wondering if you sell cults.
No. He
Oh
doesn't
no,
sell
I said
cults.
a cult.
cult.
You could sell cults. You can find.
He sells
I mean-
to a cult.
I occasionally sell to cults, but only the good kind. Only the good kind.
Only the good kind.
Yeah,
Only the
cult.
absolute best of cults.
Only the best of cults.
We
Oh.
screen our cult.
Thank you very much, Sphinx, for the. Oh wow. Arcanorama, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. I crashed their show the other night and went a little nuts. So thank you so much, guys. It's really appreciated. We love you very much and we appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you soon. So we do need to talk. But either way, tonight, as we said, we're playing World of Darkness. And on our last session, we had the conclusion of a storyline that went absolutely haywire. Sphinx's character, Emrys, has an adopted daughter named Penny. And she is a fledgling mage. She had just started college. She was apparently made a friend at school. And they showed up at the bookshop, the Couch and Quill. And, wait, what was the Couch and Quill, was it?
Yep.
Oh, Couch and Quill. Okay, yeah, the Couch and Quill, and they showed up at the bookstop, and they looked very upset. They talked to Penny privately, and then they disappeared. Well, they eventually found out that they had been pretty much abducted by a large group of werewolves, and they were taken into the spirit realm called the Umbra. Our group of intrepid heroes gave chase, managed to hunt them down, and discovered that this group of werewolves was not just werewolves, but they were werewolves called Black Spiral Dancers. Werewolves who have been twisted and changed into something even more monstrous and more insane. And they basically were using that boy for a ritual. But the group didn't know that until they discovered that boy could somehow be turned into a dragon. And that they were siphoning his strength for something else. There was a huge and terrifying combat during which Mark actually died for a moment. And at the end of the combat, they had managed to save Penny, save Eric, her friend, and stop the ritual in time. At which point, Jessica's characters had summoned their companion, who is an ancient dragon named Greg, who is what they call a chimera, which is a supernatural creature who has the ability to do things like travel through the spiritual realms. And he actually took everyone back home, because by the end of the fight, I think everyone was pretty much either wounded or exhausted or both. So he basically took them back, and he deposited them back in the backyard of the bookshop, because Emery's bookshop is actually a Victorian-style house. And you live in it too, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's a residence and a business. And so they landed there, and he deposited them in the backyard, and they basically had managed to get into the house, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
And that was where we left off. Because everything kind of ran... We ran really late that night, so...
Yes, we did.
So at this point, you guys have... Greg left almost immediately. Because even though technically he cannot be seen, It still is very risky for him to be out in the open. So he did leave almost immediately. The rest of you, you're kind of standing around in the backyard to the Couch and Quill, and yeah, that just happened.
I will like not even like blink as like I get off. Like I'm still kind of giddy from the dragon ride. Like, I like have gotten off and I will like immediately go and like unlock the back door and like start shooing everyone in. Come on, let's everybody in. Woo! That was crazy.
Penny is helping Eric. He doesn't. I mean, she looks beat up, but she could walk and move and everything like that. Eric has been just laying on the dragon's back the entire flight over, and he is just looks exhausted.
Yep. Let's get inside and get that one to bed. Points at Eric.
Oh, let's also see about maybe getting him something to eat before bed, because I mean, that thing was siphoning his strength. He might need a little something.
Yeah.
Well, we did realize like kind of what he is, being an abomination. What exactly does he eat?
That's a really good question.
You don't know.
Hey, Eric, you hungry?
He's kind of like dazed. He's leaning on. He's got his arm draped over Penny's shoulder, and he kind of looks up at you. And as he looks up at you, you can see that when he looks up at you, his lights catch his irises catch the light, and you can see that his irises are glowing red like a predator's.
I forgot I used dominate on Eric.
You suppress his emotions.
Yeah.
It only lasts for one
Oh
scene,
my
though.
god!
It's only lasts for one scene, so he is now
Okay,
that
great.
scene's
I was
passed.
just sitting here. I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Although I remember you got quite a few successes, so but yeah, it
Yeah.
only lasts for one scene.
Okay, great, perfect.
So, but he is now. But when you gave him that reprieve from his fear, which was causing the adrenaline spike, that's when the shock set in.
Cool, great. We love that.
So we love that.
Yeah, I will run
the
to
hospital.
a room and like grab him like a warm towel, and like a warm bath towel. Like we'll wrap it around him. We'll like lead him to like one of the couches, and I'm just gonna like head to the kitchens and just like start making food for everyone because I don't know what else to do. And
Well, there's all
that
this.
is-
There's all the
Yeah.
stuff that from the bakery portion of the tea shop, the scones and
yeah.
cakes and everything
Yeah.
like that. You can. I mean, that's a quick pick me up for anybody because it's almost pure sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosalie will talk. Get something really sugary that usually gets people out of shock.
Yeah.
All right, so donuts, donuts, bear claws, fritters. And I
Yep.
just like bring out like a whole tray of like these like mixed pastries. I'll put it down on the table with everyone. I'm gonna make some tea. Does anyone want coffee?
Rosaline has that look of, did you just ask me if I wanted coffee?
I know what you want. I'm trying to find out what everyone else's deal is.
I mean,
Like,
coffee's good.
Excellent.
Penny
So
instantly just starts out of force of habit. She begins helping you get everything set.
I will turn and see Penny do that, and I will like gently take her by her shoulders. You need to go and rest. I've
When
got
you
this.
see her in the actual light inside, which is actually you turn the lights on, everything's well lit. The left side of her face is bruised up. Her left cheek is swollen. Someone obviously swatted her at least once, and it was someone pretty big and strong. She's got a shiner on her eye. Her lip is split open. Her eyes are huge, and her pupils are are dilated out.
Okay.
And she is kind of like walking around on autopilot.
Okay, I will like gently like take her. I'm gonna like kind of examine her for a moment and like kind of like not like prod at her face, but kind of like cup it. V, would you come and get Penny? You need. And I turn to Penny. You need rest. I've got this. Go rest.
And she just looks at you, and she kind of has this puzzled look on her face, and then she's kind of like V takes her by the shoulders, and she kind of just like looks around. She nods at you, and she goes with you, and you set her down on a couch.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, take a seat. Lean over on an armrest and just relax.
She kind of nods at you, and she says, Okay.
Do you need anything?
I don't think so.
Probably some ice for her
Glad
cheek
you-
there.
What's
That's
wrong
what I
with
was
my
thinking.
cheek?
Don't touch it.
Ah.
Yeah, don't
alright.
poke it too much.
I'm
Just
gonna
wait for the ice.
gently take like her hands.
I'm getting
lower it.
ice and
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
say help with some ice, please.
yeah.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I
Go
You
get
can make
ice
probably
wrapped
walk
up
through
in
the
like a
kitchen
washcloth or
coming in
something.
here, so yeah.
All right. You're gonna put it. Eric is kind of. He's laying on. She sits. You sit him down right in the same couch that Eric was sitting on because they're it's the nearest one to the kitchen, and that's where everyone said they're kind of walking towards first. So Eric is sitting on the couch. Penny is sitting on the couch. Eric is like just draped back on the couch. He's kind of leaning back and his head's lulled back, and he's laying there. And as he is laying there, it's very obvious that his chest is rising and falling.
Okay, breathing. Good. Like I'm kind of like still like making drinks for everybody. So I'm kind of looking, making sure everybody's doing okay. I'm making Eric like the sweetest drink I can manage. So I'm pretty much making him like this like white mocha gingerbread chai
Oh my God.
concoction.
Oh my god.
Beer's looking over like, oh my god, like
Pumpkin
that's
spice lattes.
That's a lot of sugar.
Well, they
that's
said it's
fine.
the best thing to bring you out of shock. So
Yeah, cup of ice, just hold this right here on your face,
She puts
sweetie.
it up against
These
her
are
face.
2 ibuprofen and some water.
It's like-
Just
she kind of takes the 2 ibuprofen. She looks at you and says,
put them in your mouth.
2? She
We'll give you more later.
Yes,
We're starting off with 2. We're
we'll,
starting
we'll,
off with 2.
we'll start with 2, sweetheart. Start with 2.
Yeah.
She kind of,
Maybe-
as she's putting her ice inside her head, she's sitting with that side of, she's sitting to Eric's right, which means the left side of her face is facing away from him. So she kind of turns and looks over at him, and she looks at him and she's like, "Is he gonna be okay?"
I can check him over. I'm pretty good with medicine.
Okay, go ahead and make me a intelligence plus medicine roll.
Oh, like Vera is on edge with Eric because she thinks he's unpredictable and doesn't quite know if he's going to just be hungry. Like Vera is very much on edge this entire time.
Well, Vera, remember you blew 9 blood points.
I know she. I know
You're
she is.
hungry.
I know she is. That's why
What's
she's
the
also on edge.
The difficulty?
Sorry. The difficulty is it's a 6.
6.
Okay, I'm bringing just like straight coffee to everyone at the table, like a big ass pot of coffee, cream and sugar, all that good stuff, and then mugs. And I'm going back for like the cafe drinks, his chai latte concoction. I'm putting it in front of Eric. I've also got like a pot of tea that I've got steeping. I'm putting that on the table as well, and the big ass tray of assorted pastries. And I'm gonna go ahead and look at V. Are you doing all right? Do we need to go into the back so that you could take it? I point to my wrist to take care of some.
I will go out after I make sure everybody else is good.
Okay,
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
I got
Em,
you.
how many successes?
4.
4? All right. So you go over to Eric. The first thing is, you go up and you touch him, and he is freaking bone cold. He is room
Okay.
temperature. You go to take his pulse. There is a light, very faint, thready pulse. It's like his heart is barely beating.
Okay.
You go and he's breathing, but it's like it's deep, and it's like he's having a lot of it's not like he's having a lot of trouble breathing. It's just like he takes in a deep breath, and he lets out a deep breath.
It's very
He's
labored.
taking in a deep breath,
Yep.
and he's letting out a deep breath.
she's gonna try to tilt his head up because it is lulled back from what is try to tilt it up so she can get a good look at his freaking face.
Okay. When you tilt his head forward, the first thing you notice is his mouth is hanging open. And when you tilt his head forward, he has two very pronounced fangs.
All right.
And also you notice that on the side of his neck is a very fresh bite.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
Fresh bite on the neck. He needs to. Do you have sugary now?
And I handle this like massive like bowl mug of thing. I've even like added whipped cream on it. Just there you go.
Hell.
I know your love language is like taking care of people, but that's just a little excessive.
It's a reflex. It's a reflex.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm proud of
She's
you.
gonna
either way.
try to get his attention, like, sweetheart.
He kind of like shakes his head. His eyes flutter open. He kind of looks at you.
I need you to drink this.
He just automatically he just reaches out his hands. He takes the cup, and he goes. He sips it. And he goes, hot.
Yes, it's hot.
And then he sips it some more, and then he kind of just takes like a big, almost a gulp,
Oh, easy there, buddy.
and then he starts coughing,
Oh,
That's why easy.
and then he just vomits everywhere.
oh, okay.
And it's not just the cocoa. There's a lot of other weird stuff.
I was
By
about to say,
weird,
what exactly is in this vomit?
what is weird?
It's
I'm
a
gonna
lot
go
of
get some
liquid,
towels.
and it's
It's
all
on my
really,
boots.
it's all really dark and kind of chunky.
Ugh.
Trash cans under, or
And
trash
you
bags
Sweetheart,
under the
give me
sink.
the trash can.
And
Yeah.
Vera,
Grab the trash can,
you
then
just-
running to grab more
you
towels.
smell old blood.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. She was kind of
Okay.
looking, and she's like,
Okay.
okay.
Hold on. Takes the mug,
And
puts the
potent
trash
blood,
can up.
Vera.
How potent a blood is it?
It's more potent than yours.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, sweetheart. Here's a bucket. Okay.
He takes the bucket and he begins just shivering and shaking.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna start putting towels down all over the where he vomited. Okay, was not expecting to this
you-
today.
Hey, be
Did
careful
you-
touching that.
Okay. Did you bite
Okay.
someone recently?
You asking him that?
Yes.
He kind of looks at you and he's shivering and shaking. And he says, "What?"
Okay. You have
Hmm.
fangs. You have fangs. That's why I was asking.
He
Oh,
kind
did someone bite you?
He reaches out and touches him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Why
okay.
would someone bite me? Why do I have?
Oh.
Why do I?
That's what I was trying to say. I don't think he knows.
He doesn't
oh,
know.
honey. Oh, honey. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she looks at Vera. I think this is your conversation to have with this
how's
baby.
how's it my conversation to have?
You're the older. You're the older vampire.
Mine was intentional. Kind of looks
So-
at Emerald's like,
He kind of
I'm here for support.
He's
I'm here for
looking
support.
now. He's kind of looking back and forth between you and Vera, Rosalind, and he kind of looks at you. He's going, "Older what?"
oh, honey. Oh, dear God.
His
Do you
voice
not
goes
remember-
up, but he kind of like slumps back against the arm of the couch,
No, sweetheart. You need
and
to
then he
sit
kind of
back
like he's sitting down. He never got up, and then he kind of like his head kind of leans over, and he's like, "I don't feel so good."
down. Oh.
And his head just
boy.
kind of lolls back and falls against the side of the couch.
Is he dead?
Did you check him again? That thready pulse is gone,
Oh.
and all the breathing has stopped.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Look
Guys,
what you did.
Look what you did!
Rosalind Please, like, wake up. Lightly patting on the face. Hello.
No response.
Okay, shit. CPR time.
Do you want me to do that? CPR. Do you want to do it?
I know how to do it.
I was just asking. I wasn't sure if you know the vampire thing.
Oh
Vera,
shit! You're right. You need to do the CPR.
Vera, you can't do CPR. You have no breath.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna risk
I start CPR.
Don't worry, I've seen this on TV.
That's fine. I can do the compressions. I'm strong enough to do the compressions.
You break
Somebody
all
else do the breathing. I can do the compressions.
I can breathe.
You can breathe. I can do compressions. I'm
Yeah.
strong.
Emery's, what were you saying?
I'm gonna start like rubbing my hands together and gathering like static electricity from around,
Clear.
just in case.
Okay. All right. So you keep on breathing for him. You're doing the compressions. Every now and then you stop and check his pulse. It's not coming back.
Have we considered the fact that maybe he's not supposed to have a pulse?
Yeah. Well, that means
Might be turning.
you.
Thea's like.
Well, let me, and I'm gonna like gently put my hands on his chest. And, everybody clear, and I'm gonna discharge static.
Okay. Make me your rite roll. Difficulty
All right.
on that is pretty close to your sanctum, so I'm going to make it a 7.
Okay.
Oh dear lord.
Please let this work. Please let
Everybody,
this work.
don't die on my watch. Thea's like,
I like it.
All right, I've got
He's not
two.
supposed to be breathing.
We've got 2 10s, a 9, 2 6s, and a 2. So that's 3 successes.
All right. So basically, you release static electricity into him at a much increased volume. You amplify it with your forces, and you fire it into his chest. His body convulses, his back arches, his chest thrusts out towards your hands, and he comes up for a second, and then he falls back, slumps back down, and there's smoke coming off of his skin.
Oh, no.
Okay, all right. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch.
Maybe I don't do that again. Maybe I
Well,
don't do that
you know,
again.
Yeah, don't
it
do
was
that
just an
again.
electricity discharge. There was no nice cushioning paddles to divide it across or anything like that. So you kind of just shocked him with lightning.
Okay.
But
kinda get
he
old.
does
I tried.
not.
I
but
tried.
his pulse does not come back, and he does not start breathing.
Okay, Viera's gonna kind of look over. Does this remind her at all of when, like,
The
the things
embrace.
that she's been through, like herself turning, or any other thing like?
The
that
thing
she's
is,
seen?
you've been embraced for 100 years.
Yeah,
So
it's been a
when
while.
when you were embraced by the Sabbat.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Literally,
Oh.
your embracing ritual was preceded by someone. When you were immortal, someone cracked you in the back of the head with a shovel,
Oh,
Yeah.
you got hit by a shovel head. I am so
and then
sorry.
you were embraced. You were drained of all your blood, given a few drops of vampiric blood as you were dying, thrown in a hole and buried alive.
Yeah, you know, like you do.
Or
Sometimes
buried
you need a
dead.
Saturday night.
Yeah, something to do on a Saturday night.
Sunday night, I'm sure. for
So
her.
your embrace was incredibly traumatic. It was
Right,
meant to
of course
be.
it was. But does this remind her of like anything she's seen? Like she's been around 100 years.
Yeah, I think you would have seen at least probably one, either what they would call embrace gone wrong, or one embrace that happened in a different manner than yours. And when a person is embraced, their body does die. Their physical body dies. It takes some time. It's usually the course of a night. But their physical body dies. If he
I'm
was
going to
embraced
assume
this
that-
evening, then he will be on schedule.
Okay, I'm going to say that's what's happening. And so I think he is turning. I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
Like right now?
Yeah, like kind of looking. Yeah,
Like he's in the process of.
right. He's got to die.
Does that mean we need to get him away from up here and take him downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna. If it's okay with you guys, I think that I can move him downstairs with me for at least tonight. That way I can keep an eye on
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Go ahead and put him in the dark room.
Okay, because I don't quite trust him at all, especially not knowing anything that's just happened to him.
Okay. Note to self: invest in icebox with lock on the outside.
Wait, we don't already have those?
We have your icebox, and it locks up from the inside
Right.
for you.
But I thought we
We
had
don't have
another.
one. We don't have one that locks from the outside.
We need that. Not for me, but like. All right,
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm gonna take him then.
So
Before
you lift him up. He is
Yeah.
light.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's got
you have
slings
potence,
arm.
but still, he is
Just
light.
slings his arm around.
Yeah.
Grabs him around the shoulder. I've got him.
Penny's
You
kind
got
of
him?
looking at. Penny kind of looks back and forth from between Emery's and Vera, and she says, "Is he?
He's gonna be okay. I need to take him with me.
I get it, but is he going to make it?"
I don't know. This is very different than
Oh.
anything I personally have experienced. So I'm going to do my best. I swear it to you. Consider this my oath that I will do my best.
And she kind of looks at you, and she looks at him, and she says, "Are you gonna be okay?"
I'm gonna do my best, and then she's gonna take him down to the
She
dark
kind
room.
of Penny walks over to you, Emery's, and she kind of like looks at you. She like looks at you, still holding the compress to the side of her face, and she says, "He turned into a dragon.
Yeah, he did.
What if he does it again?"
I'm really, really hoping he doesn't. At least not here.
How did he turn into a dragon?
So there was a ritual that was being done, and a lot of energy was basically being pumped into him, more than he should have been able to handle. And by the nature of him being, I can't remember what the other thing that we said he was like, were alligator or something like that.
Yeah, gator.
I think it was Mark who remembered that there's only one changing breed that had the ability to do that, and it was only the most ancient of their kind, and they were called the Mowgli, which are
That's right.
the were-gators and were-crocodiles. And the rumors were, well, one of their totems is the dragon, and there's supposedly a tribe of them that can turn into the dragon, but it's like a power that's only usable by the most ancient and powerful of their kind. He doesn't look like an ancient person.
Yeah.
No.
They overloaded him with energy, and he might be. We don't know the extent of the damage, if any. So I sincerely hope he makes it. That's about the best explanation that I can give you for how he was able to do that. It's nothing I've ever seen before.
She kind of, Vera's taking him downstairs now. Vera, do you want to describe what your little hangout is down here?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Emery's would have let you decorate your own room.
Oh, of course.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty sparse. Like, Vera doesn't need a lot. So it's got like a bed off to one side, a nice couch and sitting area off to one side, a couple of bookshelves, just a couple of little knickknacks here and there, little trinkets that maybe Emerys or Penny has given her that she just, totally doesn't need, but the sentimental value is there. Kind of a dresser off to one side where all of her clothing is. It's kind of sparse for what it is. Not much down here. A couple of places where she has places to put candles, but none of them are lit. Just little dark and cozy little area for herself as she brings him down and lays him across the couch. Lights a singular candle off in the corner.
A singular
Just
candle.
yeah, just on the other side. and that way, just to have a little bit of light to keep an eye on him. Normally she knows where everything is, but this is something new to her.
Yeah.
Having somebody else in her space. So she kind of drapes him across the couch and sits down in an armchair across from the couch and just kind of sits there, figuring out what she wants to do.
So he is laying there unmoving. It is that absolute stillness that you recognize from having seen other kindred when they lack consciousness. And it basically, if you didn't know better, you would say you were looking at a corpse. Because there's no breathing, there's no respiration, there's no involuntary motions, there's no twitches. So, he's just laying there, inert.
He's playing dead.
I don't think he's playing.
To be fair, Veer is also playing dead. She does play.
So, yeah, you're just going to sit down there and watch him, basically? Oh, and obviously, this scenario took time. There's only like a couple of hours before dawn anyway. So, this is a situation where you're probably getting ready to try and... we lost.
Oh, no!
It says recovering. Let's give it a second.
Oh no!
Oh no! Our stream! It's broken!
Oh my god.
Got there before I could.
I've been watching way too many TikToks. Oh, you know what I forgot to say earlier is to remind everyone that we are still doing the giveaways here on the show. Because
Here we go, wonky stream time.
Yes, wonky stream time, but she'll be back in just a moment. Let me hide her camera for a sec. But yes, there she is.
I died momentarily.
You died momentarily. It was just a moment and just
It was just me
terribly.
playing, right? The timing was very good.
It was an incredible acting job is what it was.
It was incredible. Veer is fantastic at that. What I was going to say before I unceremoniously died was just that Veer's going to sit there for probably 20, 30 minutes, kind of make sure that he's just like sitting there, that there's nothing else. And then we'll walk upstairs. Right, he's settled. I will be back. I'm gonna go for like 30 minutes, maybe ish, depending.
Okay, it's getting close, and I look at my watch. It's getting close to. Are you sure you don't? And I'll point out my wrist again. Are you sure?
I'm sure. You've been through a lot too. I will be just like a block, if that. I will be so fast.
Okay.
If I get stuck in an alley, I get stuck in an alley. It's fine.
Don't get stuck in an alley.
I hate the alleys. And Veer is going to leave very quickly and hopefully find something to go snack on and then quickly come back. She is doing this with the utmost urgency. She's not going to look very hard. If she can't find anything, then she'll take Emrys up on the offer.
Oh, there's a hydrate.
No, hydrate. That's a good idea. I need to hydrate. Hey, sweet tea, how you doing?
Hi, Thomas.
Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be getting ready for game?
He was just coming in to check on everybody. That's all.
We do love him. He is
Yes,
wonderful.
he is amazing.
He is a fantastic human being.
Absolutely. All right, and everyone go follow him on Twitch. His handle's right there in the chat. You can just click on it and go follow him. He's an amazing creator. We love him very much.
All right.
All right.
Rosaline's gonna go bug Alfred and go home.
And go home.
Shop. Go home to her art studio. Like, I'm heading out since I gotta open up my shop in the morning.
All right, well, you rest up, and I'm still like cleaning things up as best as I can. I think we're going to close the shop for today. I think that's going to be a good idea, given everything.
So before I go,
No
where's
problem.
Brisket?
Oh, Brisket?
Yeah, where's
You haven't
Brisket?
seen him since you like went down into the dark. Good night, Arcanum. We really appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much. And everyone, go follow Arcanarama. They're great Texas creators. Give them a follow on Twitch. They play on Tuesdays too. So, but
Nice.
Where's my little knock Niffler? Where is he?
so you basically are looking around, and you cannot see Brisket anywhere.
I'm gonna go put my hand in my purse and jingle her little coin purse.
You feel suddenly like there's a weight on your shoulder,
There he is.
and as there's the little face looks down to your shoulder and looks in your purse.
He'll pull out a quarter.
And he reaches out and he takes the quarter, and as he reaches out and takes the quarter out of his other hand, he drops this weird looking necklace.
What in the world? I'll bend over and pick it up. What in the world?
The necklace has 2 teeth hanging down from it on either side. In between it, there is a silver pendant. The silver pendant has the symbol of a snake going back on itself, back and forward down to a head, where the head comes off the end of the pendant, and hanging off the head of the snake are 2 ruby eyes.
Okay, can I roll for something to figure out what this thing is exactly?
Try to roll intelligence and occult.
I don't. Changelings don't get a cult.
Oh, that's right. Let me see. Try rolling intelligence and Greymare.
Perfect.
Mages do.
That is
Yes,
my
mages do.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Difficulty.
Difficulty in this is going to be a 9.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Jesus.
I had 3 10s.
The serpent is used in a lot of practices. The serpent, its orientation usually indicates something. It's the nature of its positioning indicates something. The style of how it's used indicates something. The fact that this one is moving down from top to bottom and is in a very much many curves is usually indicative that this is used by some cult to represent secrets. And this is used to represent the bearer of knowledge. Because it's kind of like a pretty generic symbol because it's just one snake. There's no other writing or anything on it. The fact that it was on a fetish or a totem type item indicates that you didn't see him, but he may have pulled this off of one of the many wares that you were the Black Spiral dancers. If he did, then you don't know if this is a corrupted totem or if this is something that he pulled off of them in general.
Yep. She's gonna be like, "Hey, Emery's." She's gonna toss the necklace to him.
I'll catch it and I'll take a look at it. I'll first. I'd like to see if I can sense anything magical
Okay.
She's like,
coming
"Hey,
from it.
yeah, you know that little Niffler fellow that I have?
Yeah.
That's what he snagged. So I don't know if I don't know if it's bad. It might be corrupted. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I will
It's a
like
cult
grab
symbol.
I'll grab like a paper towel from the counter. I'll gently like set it on top of the paper towel. Set that on the counter, and I am going to. I'm going to use, I guess, sense quintessence.
Okay. And the difficulty on this, once again, because you're close to your sanctum, is going to be a 7. If you took it downstairs and did it in your shop, it'd be a 6. But
yeah, I don't want to risk that if this is something that I need to destroy immediately.
It's
gotcha.
not bad vibes.
Yeah.
If it's giving out bad juju.
All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. So this is definitely an item that has dross. It doesn't have a ton, but it is definitely enchanted. It definitely has power. The one thing you can tell from I think you have 1 in Prime, right?
I have 2 in Prime.
2 in Prime? Okay, good. You get better rating on it. That this magic has been created and utilized by dark forces. It has that touch of entropy to it, that touch of decay to it, but it is not corrupted per se. It's just an item of power. Its focus is to channel in at the cycles of the moon to give someone who is not in that cycle the same abilities as that cycle.
Oh. I will look up from the pendant and go, well, this is a very interesting artifact.
Oh,
and
so
I'll-
first it did good.
Yeah, and I'll explain everything to whoever's still there listening. So yeah, it's meant to basically give the abilities of a moon cycle to someone, even though there is no moon cycle.
And Mark, you've heard of things like this, fetishes like this. They're designed basically to let other auspices experience a different auspice. It's meant to foster understandings, but sometimes it's used by like ragabashes to experience what it's like to be in a rune, and it's utilized by other auspices to try and utilize gifts and powers that are not common to their auspice.
Those wolves don't work.
Oh wow, you're really robot-y.
They weren't really too badly on my end.
He's
What do you say?
super bad on my end.
What do you say?
Yeah, he's gone Daft Punk on my end.
Oh no.
Ditto.
What do you say, Ivy?
Because those wolves never learn. That wasn't the most important thing. That was pretty funny.
He's having some connection issues on our end. I'm glad he's coming through for someone.
Yeah.
So
I'll just translate. You're able to just translate for them.
Thank you.
is he saying anything right now?
No.
Okay, good. He froze for
Harder,
you too, then.
better,
Frozen
faster,
right now.
stronger.
All right. Well, we'll assume he's still having some connection issues, so we'll move on from that. But yes, this is an item that is usually utilized probably by wares.
Yeah, this is very much a theriomorphic totem. I'm not sure what to do with this.
Well, I'll figure it out because I'm going home.
Okay.
Right. So I tell you what, since Jonathan is having some connection issues, and we're coming up on 8:30 anyway. It's 8:25. You guys want to take our 10-minute break right now, and we can give Jonathan a little bit of time to see him reestablish his connection?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. One thing we forgot to say at the beginning of the show is if you guys follow us here on Twitch, you'll be automatically entered to win this set of books. This is the D&D core set, Player's Guide, Monsters Manual, DMG, plus the DM screen in that incredibly gorgeous black slipcover. All you have to do is follow us here on Twitch, and you're automatically entered to win. We will be drawing the winner when we hit 1,000 followers. We are at some number of followers that's over 600 because don't know it all right now. But we were going to give this away when we hit 1,000 followers. Also, we're giving this away when we hit 100 followers on our YouTube channel. That is, I forget. I'll fix it in a second. But that is when we hit 100 followers on our YouTube channel, we're giving a set of these away as well because we're trying to get our YouTube channel branded with the Dinner and a Game logo. So also on TikTok, you can find us here on TikTok, and if you go there and follow us on TikTok, we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok as well. We're much closer. We're at like 825, and if you follow us there, you'll be entered to win this Wizard's Tower 3D printed 4 stories tall, and it is an amazing piece for your tabletop, whether you play war games, whether you play D&D. This is a great piece for you guys, and it is yours if you're one of our followers when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and we will be giving that away. And finally, during this game, right now, we are going to be doing a contest. And on that contest, we're going to be giving away the mini for Levestius Caniatius. He is a tiefling sorcerer. He comes with a little otter familiar. He's going to be 3D printed by me, and we're going to be giving away to 1 winner when we come back from break. Now, what we do for our contest is this. We're going to be putting up, we're going to start a contest, and we're going to be doing it right now. And as we do so, what's going to happen is up in chat, there's going to be a little message that comes up. And that message is right there. What you have to do is type in the word !raffle, and you'll be automatically entered to win in this contest. Now, when we come back from break, we will be closing the entries, and we will be picking 1 winner for this contest. So go ahead right now and type in !raffle and be entered to win. Everyone who is here is eligible to win, except my wife, who always enters anyway, because she can have any mini she wants. She just had to tell me to print it out. So anyway, go ahead and type !raffle and enter to win, guys. We will love you very much. We'll see you in 10 minutes. It is now close up to 8:30 to call it 8:30, so we will be back in at 8:40. See y'all in a bit. ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving us that little respite. I think we've got Jonathan's connection issues. I say that right as he almost drops. He's still here.
Dang it, Ray.
We're hopefully got Jonathan's connection issues resolved, so Mark will be with us now. And let's go ahead and take care of the little bitty nitty gritties. If you have not done so, type exclamation point raffle into chat right now to be entered in the drawing for the mini. Once again, into chat right now. 3, 2, 1. Bink. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to pick a winner.
You yelled at me last time. I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh, you already did it.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
So, there we have it. Good thing I haven't packaged up the other one yet, because the printer's been on the fritz, and I haven't been able to get anything to print for the last couple of weeks. But, there you go.
Send them both. Might as well send them both.
I'm going to. I'm going to put them in the same packaging.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So thank you very much, M, for entering, and thank you everyone for entering. Remember, we're doing these mini giveaways every game. We'll have one more week this year, and then we'll be taking them back up in the new year. We're giving away 3D printed minis at the break. And we thank you, everyone, for having entered and having been here tonight. And congratulations, M, on getting another mini.
Thank you.
You're going to have to learn how to paint minis now.
I know. No, like, seriously, I've been asking questions from my Warhammer friends. Be like, hey... how do you do this?
And like I said, the quality of these minis is at least as good as Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop.
Nice.
So these things are amazing quality. All right, so... and I brought us back, and then Ivy left. All right, so...
Damn it, Ray, what'd you do this time?
I don't know. I just make her mad.
I guess.
So anyway, where were we? What did we leave off with?
Rosaline was supposed to be like, hey, I'm heading out.
Yes.
You can deal whatever the hell you're dealing with. I'm tired. I'm gonna go outside with Brisket in tow to go see Alfred and be like, we're heading home.
Alfred's like sitting in the park in the little driveway / parking lot that they have in the side of the house. Alfred's sitting in the car, sitting in the driver's seat, the window's 3/4 of the way down, and he is asleep.
Alfred.
He kind of like, yeah, yes.
It's all right. We're heading home.
He's like, as he's sleeping, and as he sits forward and sits up, the shotgun kind of falls into his lap. He's like, ah!
It's okay. Everything's fine. We're heading home.
Oh, thank God. He throws the shotgun into the passenger seat.
Yep. Rosaline's just gonna get in the back, just flop over into the chair in the seat. It's just like, I'm done. I am done with today. I am done. I had somebody throw up all my boots, and it's just been a day. It's been a day.
All right, so Rosaline is headed home. Sunny, what are you doing? You're muted.
I'm unmuting.
Ta-da!
That's what I'm doing.
But what else are you, Sunny, doing?
Sunny was cleaning up / inspecting the upchuck all over the floor of Emery's living room, I think it is.
Well, it's Emery's
the bookstore.
section.
Yeah. So, cleaning. And also, grump that she is. What all came up?
It mainly looks like old blood.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I'm cleaning with her and going to grab multiple trash bags. It's like there's no saving those towels. There's just not.
No.
All right. So as you guys are going through all this process, Vera, you said you came back upstairs. Mark, what are you doing?
I want to approach Emerus and Vera and talk to them about the situation real quick.
Okay. Vera is currently
Vera's at the
inspecting one of her
door.
fangs.
Vera's about to head out the door.
Oh yeah, she said she
on
was
my
leaving.
end.
That's right.
I can't see either of them
I can
actually
stop
being
for a
active
second
in
though.
the
She wants
call,
to say
are they?
goodbye to Emerus.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Mhm,
What
we're here.
about?
They're both there.
Yes.
They are what?
Hmm.
They are in the call and active. You are having some
Okay.
massive connection issues tonight, sir. It's not usually this bad, ladies and gentlemen. You might have you
We
might
can
have
see
some,
you.
Yeah, you might have some internet issues in your area or something causing problems.
It's making.
Yeah, I must because this is really bad.
You might want to try and reconnect, sir.
I'm sorry.
It's not
All
your
right.
fault. You don't
Try
have the
again.
control of your internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, not your
Yeah,
fault.
I really don't.
All right, so we'll let Jonathan try and reconnect again. right.
No, Vera will say goodbye first, so if Mark wants to talk to her before she heads out, she'll be there.
Okay,
Like he has an opportunity.
gotcha. New teeth.
Uh-huh. You know, it's almost like I filmed content of Vera to
Oh,
post tonight.
Oh my goodness, did you?
I did.
which
Oh, you guys are gonna love it.
which brand of teeth did you
I was
get?
literally waiting on these as the final piece. That's why I was like,
Oh yeah, Squirrel King. We can hear them. We can hear him just fine. It's just that he's
Yeah.
broken up and really roboty. And so I don't. Can you hear him like everything he's saying, Squirrel King?
but yeah, I just had to get the teeth to film the final part because I got her rosary.
Oh yeah, I
What
saw
teeth
that.
did you get? Who'd you get the teeth from?
Amazon.
Scarecrows or?
I'd have to look at the box. I literally got it just as I was getting on stream. So,
Okay.
so I was like,
Did you- okay,
cool. I
hold
can.
on. Did you
I
have
can
to
finish it.
mix a little thing in a liquid or something?
No.
Okay, so you probably got the ones that I had previously because the Scarecrow's like mixing stuff is like disgusting.
It is rancid.
Yeah, I found out I'm allergic to it, so that was a whole fun
Ooh.
ordeal.
I will post the
Yay!
video right after this when we're done because I haven't now finished the last part of it. But I'm excited. It came out really good. I will say. I filmed the Sunday.
Nice.
That's what I did all Sunday afternoon was film of year content.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I know. I figured you would be.
Okay, hold on. Mark?
Nope. He keeps on. It shows he's still on the call. I'm gonna see if I can boot him from the
Hi.
call.
Hello?
Can you see him?
I see him.
Hello?
Yeah, I can't see him now.
I can see him just
I
fine.
can
I
and
can
I'm
see him
hearing
just fine. Yeah, I can see and hear him.
I can't.
I can
Wow,
see him.
this
He's
is
making
crazy.
faces.
So this is very strange. The
Okay,
amount
so
of
this is like the one time
Okay.
where Ivy kept
I
trying
see
to
him
come
now.
back.
yeah, it kept yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see him.
I do see Ray now.
Do you
Nice.
see everyone else?
Hello.
Jessica and Emrys or Sphinx are the two that I can see them on the screen, but they both look frozen.
No, I'm just not moving.
Sphinx isn't
What about
dancing.
now?
Is Sphinx dancing?
It's Sphinx dancing. Those wicked dance moves.
He is obviously
Right.
dancing to Careless Whisper in his head.
I've seen those ring light friends. Don't start with me, Sphinx. Sir, you can't even pull that shit.
All right, yeah, Jonathan's still
Oh,
having
okay.
connection issues. Oh, wait. Yes, Jonathan.
This is bad. So I'm gonna explain something. Y'all can tell me what you said to me in chat because I think I'm gonna hear it otherwise, and then I'm gonna come up with a reason to leave the area so that I'm not part of the problem anymore for the rest of tonight.
Okay. You're probably just having a bad
So I'm-
connection
I'm
in your
gonna tell-
area. Go ahead.
I'm telling Vera and Emrys that they need to be very careful that creatures of Gaia and the undead don't mix very well. And from our perspective, if he's lucky, he's going to die. Gaia will take pity on him and make sure that he can't become an abomination. If he's unlucky, he's going to end up being an abomination, and that'll carry with it a whole world of problems that I can't even foretell because I don't know what that looks like for him. Like, it kind of is different for all of us, but there's no telling what kind of violent reaction he may have physically, spiritually, or psychologically at the process of what's happening. Probably not psychologically, since he doesn't even seem to know what he was before this happened, but y'all really need to be super careful. It's going to have amped up power because it's going to be a shifter and a vampire if things go the way they're looking right now. And that's very difficult to keep in check.
That's what Greg is for.
Okay. Wow. And encountering new situations every day, I guess, is going to be what
I can't hear
our life
anybody.
is
So.
like now.
All
I
right.
mean,
Well, Jonathan, thank you for
don't
trying to
know.
be here tonight. Sorry, and we'll try and get you on next week and see if we can get a better connection.
All right.
All right, bye. All right, so Jonathan's
Don't
off this.
you have new things that you're encountering all the time, though?
I mean, that's fair. But I mean, this is the first time that I've really like I've heard rumor of like vampire werewolf hybrids or vampire shifter hybrids, but like seeing one is an entirely new thing.
Right.
He's downstairs.
Yes. Well, to our knowledge, at that point, he was not yet a vampire.
Yeah, no,
And
he's still turning them out into. Yeah. Anyways.
Somehow, this was done to him before the embrace was complete.
Yeah. The timing on this had to be very well calculated.
yeah.
He's downstairs. I have him sitting on my couch.
Is he secured?
I mean, something tells me he's not going to be moving. Like, he's kind of dead. Like, I'm going to be quick, obviously. Like, I'm not going far, and then I'm coming right back, and I'm going downstairs. But
Right.
I don't know how I'm supposed to secure him. What do you want me to do? Go get some garlic?
I mean, that's not a thing, so
That was. I was trying to be funny.
I know. Thank you.
You know what? All right, I'll try again later. It's not like I wear a rosary or anything. Like, crosses.
Right.
Right.
Ugh. It's been a long night.
Yeah. Kind of just like pats your shoulder. I know. That's why I'm trying to make you smile at least a little bit.
Thanks. And I do give her a bit of a smile. Like,
There
thanks.
you go. Even if it was forced. Come on, it was pretty funny. Could you imagine me coming back with garlic and being like,
I would
oh
definitely
no,
have
a
questions.
vampire.
Oh no, a vampire carrying garlic to ward off another vampire.
To ward off another vampire. Oh no.
What? In what world does that? And I just kind of like, in like my sleepy delirium, just kind of just start giggling, just like ridiculously. That's just, it's ridiculous.
I can bring back garlic salt, like, little container. Like,
I actually do need more garlic salt,
You
but I'm
know
not gonna
what?
have you
Okay.
go to the store and do that.
I don't think I should do that.
No,
It'd
no,
be pretty funny
no.
though.
It would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Anyway.
useless in this particular situation, but hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely useless, but it'd be funny. We could try. Maybe, I don't know. Make him smile. I don't know. Okay, I'm
So-
gonna go get something to eat now.
What is Vera's hunting style?
That's a very good question. I think for tonight, she literally is looking for the easiest, quickest thing that she could possibly grab. Like, I don't think she's very picky at the moment.
Okay.
So I think I think at the moment, maybe like anybody in their 20s, like, kind of it's early, starting day early.
Mhm.
So probably anybody who's drunk or headed home from a club, she's kind of looking for somebody that maybe isn't entirely all there at the moment, somebody that will be easy for her to grab.
Now you know, because you're 100 years old, if you
Yes.
consume from anyone who's intoxicated or high,
Yeah,
You
she's
gain
not
the
exactly
effects.
looking for that.
I
but
drank
looking
the
for
drug
somebody-
blood. I drank the drug blood.
That's the last thing Everett needs for you to come back drunk. That is the literal last thing. She'd be like, I thought it would make you laugh. He'd be like, I swear to God, Vera.
Like this was not the way to do that. Now I'm concerned.
well, it's coming up on like 4 and 4:30 in the morning.
Okay, I'm
on
gonna find
Spy,
at least maybe somebody that's leaving maybe like the late shift, like maybe a late night worker or somebody that works best.
How much of a risk are you willing to take?
Probably not a huge one, just because she knows what exactly is left in the basement.
And last question.
Okay.
When I asked hunting style, like, because you gave me some ideas of who you were hunting, what do you use to hunt them? Do you try and do the whole seduction route? Do you do the whole I jump on them and bite the fuck out of them in an alley type route? Like, are you willing to actually get into some kind of physical altercation? Or are you going to try and, dominate them into forgetting that you bit them? Are you going to try and...
I think this evening, like, maybe sometimes she'll do the seductive route, maybe, like, depending on who it is. I could absolutely see her doing that just because she feels like she can now.
Especially if it's a redhead.
Especially if it's a redhead. Come on, I love me a good redhead. But I think for tonight, she'll probably just dominate. And
got it. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to let you use, since you're still going to use this as a social situation.
Yes.
I'm going to let you make a manipulation plus a streetwise roll. That is because you're looking for a random person, but you're also trying to find a situation that's going to allow you to be able to get that random person in a situation that you can feed from them and use dominate.
Okay.
So the difficulty is going to be a 7 because it's still late. It's still early in the morning.
So for my streetwise, I have 1, and for my use of manipulation, my manipulation I have 4.
Okay,
so you want me to roll 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5d10.
Yep.
And the difficulty is a 7.
Okay. Give me a second.
No problem.
I just pull up my dice. Okay. 5 and...
I knew I forgot to do something. I forgot to bring a roll 20.
Okay. Well, according to this, I got a 2, a 3, a 3, a 10, and a 4.
That's still 2 successes for the 10.
Yeah. So 2 successes.
So you got 2 successes. So that is enough to provide you with 2 blood points.
Okay.
So you're now down 7.
Yep.
But you did gain some back, which is always a good thing because you don't want to be completely down.
No.
And I also was making it the TN that high because you said you only wanted to take like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was not gonna risk getting caught out in the sun when there's a situation like this.
Yeah, so you're basically kind of doing the whole.
I'm getting a late night snack.
Yeah, and I'm doing it quickly, so I'm really not going to be that picky on who's available.
Real quick snack.
Gas station food.
Gas station attendant.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, that's probably who it was. She probably walked down to the local gas station and was like, "Yep, that works." Somebody getting off like the 4 a.m. shift of, "Okay, cool, yep."
Gotcha. All right, so you
back after a little while.
You successfully fed. You come back to the house. You guys have been cleaning up in the meantime. You got everything situated. You're gonna have to get a professional carpet cleaner to come in. That thing looks, it's bad. But everything is situated to where at least it just looks like a big stain.
Working in your carpet.
Penny just sits on the couch for a while. You said that your living quarters are downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is Penny's as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So right as you guys are getting done, and right before Vera comes back, she kind of stands up and she says, "I think I'm gonna go to bed."
Okay. Do you need some help getting situated? Are you?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
And she kind of like puts the towel, dumps the towel, the towel into the sink, and she kind of looks around at everything, and she kind of looks at you and she says, "What's gonna happen to him?"
we'll just pull her into a hug, and I will kiss the top of her head, and I'll just tell her, if with any luck he'll pull through, but he will be turned. He'll be a half vampire, half shifter hybrid. I guess from there we figure that out.
What's going to happen to him if he can't handle it?
Oh boy. I don't want to think about the worst. I know he was a friend of yours.
I mean, I just met him a few days ago, but he just moved here. He didn't have anybody.
We will figure that out. Hopefully we can get him some help. If we cannot be the help, we can hopefully find him help. I may have to call Tati and see if she might know of anything or anyone that could assist in this particular case.
Well, Mark said that it would be better for him if he just died.
Well, I know a lot of people in that particular situation might feel that way, but there's got to be someone out there like this that has survived and is making the best of it, hopefully. I don't want to write him off just yet.
She says, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore.
I know. If it comes to it and we absolutely have to, for lack of a better term, stake him, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but I hope it doesn't come to that point.
And she goes, well, I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Okay.
I'm not going to class tomorrow, just to let you know.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And I'll like pull her in for a bigger hug. Like, that's absolutely fine. I absolutely understand. You sleep in for as long as you need to.
You're hugging her. She says, he hit me on the entire left side, right?
Oh, sorry. And I'll like let her go.
I didn't even
and,
notice until just now.
Try to like, I'm so sorry. Hang on, and I'll go and get her like 3 more ibuprofen. It's like, here.
She just dry swallows them, and she's just like,
get some water. I'll grab her some water. Like, wash that down.
She takes a sip and she's like, get some rest.
I'll try. You do the same.
She says, I'll try. And you see she goes down the stairs and she's got like one hand on the rail and she's like, now she's like limping down the stairs and her left leg is like obviously pretty freaking sore. And she's like holding on with the right hand and she's limping down the stairs. All right. It's about that time that, Vera, you make your way back in.
Uh-huh. Right. I got gas station food.
So, Sunny, you've helped clean up. Everything is pretty much in order, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do at this point? I mean, you really don't have any commitments of any kind.
No.
So what are you doing?
Ow.
Other than hurting yourself.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yep, it's definitely going to rain. Sorry. It's an old person arthritis thing.
Oh, I know.
Ow. I didn't mean to crack that much.
No problem. What are you going to do, though?
Well, since she just came in, she will have missed me going downstairs and checking on the corpse. Any
you go
change?
downstairs?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go downstairs. you go downstairs. What's it like, Emery's? What's the downstairs like?
So when you get downstairs, the first thing you see will be like kind of the door to the occult shop situation. And then there is a long hallway at the very end of that hallway is the sanctum portion of the basement. The rest of the rooms make up basically the living quarters. So there are doors leading to like the downstairs kitchen, bathroom, Penny's room, Veer's room, and my room.
Gotcha.
I went in the door that said Vera's room.
Did you put Vera's room on my door? There's no way in hell I did that.
I don't think I did.
No, I feel like Sunny did it. It was like neat.
I did.
Damn it, Sunny.
So you go down to Vera's room.
And it's in glitter.
There is.
Damn it.
You see Eric. He's laying on a couch. He is completely still. No respiration. No REM. He's just laying there.
No pulse in his throat.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's not creepy at all.
And he kind of looks like he's laying just the way he was dropped on the couch. Like
I draped him there. I was nice.
Okay.
Looks like someone just kind of maybe threw him from the doorway and threw him onto the couch. What was that?
Artistically styled, and you know.
No,
I swear to God, I come back down to my room and the corpse has been messed with.
Draped me like one of your fancy French women.
Vera doesn't get that reference.
I know.
I'm totally gonna rearrange him.
I swear to God. Vera doesn't even believe in God.
Hey, they're getting out. We have to do something since Milagros and Mark aren't here. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
So anyway, you go downstairs, you check on him. Yeah, he for lack of a better intents and purposes, he's a corpse.
Okay. Goodness. Trying to think with all of my grump knowledge and everything, and of course this not being the right character sheet, but would lore work?
What are you looking for? You haven't told me what type of information you're looking for.
Trying to remember anything to substantiate what Mark said, or something like what Mark said, except not quite so we must kill it, it must die, but something of that, like underworld style. Come on.
Okay, so you can give me a lore and intelligence.
Okay. And my target number is
a 9.
Cool.
I mean, this is something way out of your normal.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
No ones.
All right. So you basically are sitting there and you're going back through all the lore you've heard, your people know, and trying to pull on all the knowledge of the past incarnations and the stories that you've heard, being that you're a grump and you've been around so long, that there have been tales of these type of things. But every single tale that involves these type of creatures always ends in some kind of tragedy. The process that they go through to be what they are, almost too you've never heard of a good ending to this story. It has always been about the people coming through this and losing their minds, coming out the other end either as absolute animals, engines of destruction that are almost unkillable, or coming out the other end and being just absolutely twisted. Because the two natures that are brought into this, one is of nature and the other one is of death and entropy and decay. And they are conflicting at best, but diametrically opposed at the least. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Reverend Ursus. We really appreciate it. And we hope you're enjoying the show. But anyway, so
I'm gonna hope this is gonna be the first case of it not being absolutely horrific.
That's the issue, though. You've never heard of a case of it not being absolutely horrific.
Well, plan for the worst, hope for the best.
So do you go back upstairs?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Amaris, see what his thoughts are.
Thank you for following Reverend Ursus. We really appreciate it. I thought when you subscribed, you automatically followed, but I guess not. Now I know. Dun, dun, dun.
Learn something new
And
every
knowing
day.
is half the battle.
Yeah.
Gee,
Joe
I
IG. So
Da-da-da-da-da.
But yeah, you come back upstairs. Vera, you've got... Kindred have a natural ability to know when dawn is getting close. It's like they understand that it's their death. True death. So you can feel that you have limited time left. Maybe an hour, hour and a half at most. What are you going to do? You're still very low on blood.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna kind of come back in. The thing's out. Like, ugh. Oh, it's back in a second. I got gas station food. Don't look at me like that.
Was it enough?
Do you want me to lie to you?
No.
No.
So you basically had a bag of potato chips.
Yeah, it was like a snack. Like, yeah, gas
I
station
love
food.
that.
but
Bag of
really
potato
not good.
chips.
Hello, bag of potato chips. My name is Vera. That's probably how she talked to him too, whoever it was.
You nicknamed him
Okay.
Bag.
He's not even a whole snack. Like he's maybe half a snack. Like,
That's unfortunate. Well, my offer still stands if you require
taking
more
up on
sustenance.
that though.
I know, but I also don't want you to go without.
Okay, this one, just because I'm scared of when he wakes up.
That's fair.
I hate
Seemed
doing
pretty
this.
out to me.
Well, that's because he's. Wait, hold on. What do you mean he seemed pretty out to you?
No, I just checked on him. Seemed pretty out.
When did you go down to do?
Did you draw my door again?
Again? No.
What does? Do I want to know?
No.
No.
Okay.
If you can't see it, you don't need to worry about it.
Did you mess with his corpse? Just let the man die in peace. Like, come on.
I didn't kill him.
I didn't say you did.
Give him some dignity as he passes on from one stage to the next. Whatever
Just
that.
because he might look like one of those French girls now doesn't mean there's no dignity in it.
Like a French girl. What does that even mean? Did you put him in a can dress? Like
I
what?
swear, if he's in a maid outfit, I'm going to cry.
No, I didn't change his clothes.
Okay.
Thank God. Okay, whatever. I'll deal with the rest of this later. Okay, all right.
All right. So how do you want to do this, V?
Just arm, I guess. It's fine.
Okay.
So, how much are you going to take from memories? You know that, like, taking 3 blood points leaves a mortal on the verge of passing out.
I'll take 2.
Okay. So, she bites your wrist.
Sorry. Just like, sorry.
I need you to do something for me. I need you to make me a willpower check, difficulty 6.
Yeah. Am I just rolling the 1 die?
How many dots do you have in willpower?
Willpower, I have. Let me double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Have you spent any temporary dots? The little boxes underneath. Okay, so you roll all 7 dice.
Ooh. And roll. And okay. Oh! That's a 2, a 6, a 7, a 7, a 7, a 5, and an 8.
There you go. You have no problems controlling yourself. This is Emery's. He's a friend. He's willingly letting you draw blood. Even though you are still very, very hungry, you do not have any issues with controlling yourself and maintaining. So.
Okay.
I'd offer again. It's just,
Yeah. No, this will be fine. That's a little more than, or a little less than what I used earlier. So this is fine. I'm going to go check on our friend.
All right. I'm gonna
put him in a French girl.
Oh, she licks the wound and it heals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
groovy.
It's
I
called the
forgot to do
kiss.
These will go away eventually. Do you think these will scare him when he wakes up? Like, kind of playing so much?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll retract them before he wakes up.
And you can, retract things, voluntarily and involuntarily.
Yeah, she'll retract them and be like, oh, we should go
Alright.
downstairs.
So you head downstairs. The first thing you notice is that it looks like someone took probably a glue stick and wrote Vera on your door and then coated it in glitter, and there's glitter all over the floor.
Sunny!
Love that.
It's just from downstairs.
check out the dude on the couch.
So laying on the couch, he is still sitting there. He looks like a corpse still. I mean, there's no sign of any life in him.
Vera's just gonna pull a Sherlock from the BBC and just sit in her armchair just like this, just waiting.
Are you going to stay awake all night? Because, all day, I should say.
Just,
It is insanely hard.
No, she's going to sleep some at least because she knows she needs to have some
Well,
type of strength.
Yes, but here's the thing. For vampires, like for people, sometimes we can have trouble sleeping. Vampires have trouble staying awake during the day.
Yeah.
It is a
I think
supernatural thing.
Yeah, you gotta do the slip.
I think she'd like to sleep. Emerith would know her sleep habits enough to know when she's awake, when she's asleep, so she's going to trust him.
What is Vera's sleep habits?
She probably sleeps during the day quite a bit and will wake up like 7:30, 8.
No matter when the sun goes down?
I think she would wake up and then not leave her room until probably 9.
Okay. The reason I'm asking that is because, the sun obviously goes down.
It's the Pacific Northwest, so the sun
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say.
weird here.
Sun is weird.
So,
She's gotten herself into a habit of not leaving her room until 9 o'clock.
and this isn't for mechanics in White Wolf. It is not necessarily the aspect of the sun itself as well. The sun destroys you, but there is a supernatural aspect to day the time when the sun is out. So even if it's overcast and cloudy and there's no way that the sunlight could directly hit you, you still cannot be awake unless you make an incredibly difficult roll.
Yeah, she probably wakes up probably around 8 o'clock, doesn't leave her room until 9.
Gotcha. All right. So you bed down for the night, sitting up in the chair, basically.
Yep.
It doesn't matter because once dawn comes and you slip into your sleep, you're just gonna be a corpse.
Yep, she's
So.
basically just sitting there, kind of sleep like us.
Okay. So Emery's, you and Sunny are the last two in the shop. Sunny, what are you doing? Taking off or? All right. So Sunny finally calls an Uber. What are you doing, Emery's? You said you were closing the shop for the day, or are you gonna let the employees open it?
I'm closing the shop for the day. Sending out quick emails to whoever was coming in to open, letting them know that there's a bit of a situation and that we are shutting down for the day. And like while this is happening, I'm like eating a couple of bear claws because I'm also hungry. And once all that's done, I'm going to put the closed sign in the window, lock everything up real tight, and I'm gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna peek in real quick at Penny to make sure that she's asleep and doing okay.
Mm-hmm. Penny is in bed asleep. She is laying there kind of fitful. She's tossing, she's turning, but she's obviously asleep. The swelling on her face is a little bit reduced. She's kind of sleeping in a shirt and shorts, t-shirt and shorts type thing, and she's kicked a lot of the covers off. You can see that, like, her left shoulder, her arm, everything like that, she took a hit right on that side. And her arm is kind of bruised up and banged up. But she doesn't seem to be having trouble breathing, and she's getting what rest she can. And when you open the door, she doesn't wake up. That doesn't disturb her. So she's obviously exhausted enough to where she is out.
Okay. I will close her door then, and I will head into my room. But as I go into the room, I'll pull out my cell phone, and I'm going to send a quick text message to Val. Just, tonight was crazy. Hope you're having a better night than I am. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Send. And then I'm gonna go into my room and basically like just fall on my bed. I'm not even gonna get undressed.
You managed to get your boots off, and that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rosaline,
Yeah.
you get to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Does what's his name live with you, or does
Yeah.
he just drive you?
No, Alfred lives there.
Alfred lives there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Alfred, you get out of the car. Alfred goes up. He unlocks the door, holds it for you as you go in. You guys head in. He turns off the alarm, and then he locks the door behind you. You guys head upstairs to the private quarters above the shop. He gets upstairs and he's kind of looks at you and he says, "Do you need anything else?"
No, not tonight.
He says, "I'm gonna go get some sleep."
You alright?
He says, I really don't know how to use a shotgun, right?"
No, I did not know that, but thanks for telling me.
I mean, I can use a sword, but shotguns aren't really my thing.
Okay.
He's
Alright,
like-
remind me to figure out how to use the interwebs to look for a sword.
How about I also look up how to use a shotgun?
Yeah, that works too.
There you go, because it might be easier to carry maybe something more in line with the times. Maybe I should go, like, get some training with how to shoot a gun if we're going to be doing this type of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I did not expect it to be this crazy, honestly.
It is. I mean, you told me that you would be on the run from, well, you were avoiding people, but I thought that meant we were going to try and stay out of trouble.
Okay. I did not expect once I made friends with, people at the Couch and Quill, that this is the trouble that we were going to get into.
It says, well, we'll do our best to get prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
It says,
So we are going to have to keep a much closer eye on Penny.
it says, that is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
He says, so what you say goes, but this is a lot of risks taking.
Yeah, it is.
It puts you in a lot of danger.
Mm-hmm. I'm not pleased about it, but unfortunately, if Penny's gone, I'm in a little bit of a trouble.
I know. All I'm saying is maybe we want to think about trying to find another source.
Another source. Yeah. I've been thinking about it. That means I'll have to take another trip to the university in the morning.
Well, maybe not tomorrow, as I would love to sleep in.
Okay, you can sleep in. You'll have the day off tomorrow. Well, this morning. Today. Yeah, it is today now.
Yes, it is definitely today. He's like, thank you.
You have the day off.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you'll still be paid.
He says, I live here, I eat your food. I do all the grocery shopping, but I still eat your food.
Yes, but I still pay my people.
Of course. And he says, thank you.
I'm gonna say, damn it, Alfred, just take the money.
Good night, Alfred.
He says, good night. And
He's
he
gonna
kind
make sure Brisket isn't stealing anything.
Brisket is, you look around the living room. Alfred goes down the hallway. Basically, the hallway comes up into the landing area, which is the entry point. The hallway goes straight down, and on the left and right, the first door is Alfred's bedroom. The next door is the guest bathroom, and the last door on the end of the hallway it opens up into your master suite, which is like kind of the length of the building over there. And then directly to the right, there's a hallway comes off the doorway, and as you go in to the left, there's a galley kitchen. And then beyond that, there's a living area and a dining area. So, it's all well appointed, and it's kind of like almost like a giant loft area that's been converted over. As you walk into the living area, Brisket is sitting on the kitchen counter.
What are you doing, buddy?
And he is looking into the living room.
Is everything okay, Brisket?
He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't react to that. But he is sitting there staring in the living room, and as you walk towards him, there's that open pass-through that looks under the living room. As you look into the living room, there is a gentleman sitting on your couch. And he stands up as you walk in.
How did you get into my home?
He is a incredibly slim, incredibly tall man in a silver suit that looks absolutely impeccable. Mm-hmm. He has long pointed ears.
Yep.
Silver eyebrows, silver hair, and silver eyes. And he bows deeply at the waist. And he says, Lady Rosaline. He says, I bring you greetings. He says, I have come with a dispatch from the King of Pacifica.
Oh boy. And the dispatch?
He says, he reaches into his coat and he pulls out a rolled scroll. And he takes 2 strides over and he hands that to you. He says, the king requests a private audience between you and your betrothed and himself.
I thought we already had this settled.
Certain new political situations have presented themselves, and there is a need for certain flexibilities. Allegiances must be made in order to keep the kingdom safe. The king would like to discuss it with both of you.
Already gave up? You fucking can't.
Rabbit chat is wild, y'all.
So he says, the king has requested that you attend him in 7 days' time.
A week.
He is allowing time for both of you to set affairs in order and arrange travel. But it is of urgency.
I swear I thought me giving up all of my freeholdings and everything got this settled.
I did not say it was... It is a command. But you must understand, this would not happen unless there was duress.
She's reading the scroll as she's talking.
It's just basically a functional... Oh, sorry. I forgot. When you open the scroll, I need you to make a willpower roll, difficulty 8.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Jahel.
Willpower 8.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Je m'appelle the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just has redeemed lend a hand.
And that will give you... I forgot what the hand does.
I think it's an extra die if I remember correctly.
I'm just trying to help any way I can.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to remember what Linda Hand does. There it is.
4 successes.
Oh, it's +1 to next roll. So, yeah, it's an extra success, I do believe.
Yeah, so I have 4.
Yeah. All right. So, you unravel the scroll. You pull it open. And you feel a effect come rolling over you. And you fight it as hard as you can. But this was obvious.
Scroll. She's trying to close it.
But this is obviously was done by a powerful sorcerer. Because you needed 5. You're under a gaze. You will attend this meeting in 7 days.
I have. Oh no.
Or you will suffer the consequences of breaking the king's will.
Slams the scroll shut.
We already don't like this king.
And he bows deeply to you.
I can't take anybody else with me, or is it just myself?
He says, you may bring a retinue as do your station.
So that means Alfred. But no one.
You may bring a retinue as do your station. You are a lady. You may not have a freeholding, but your titles were not completely stripped.
Now, please, get out of my home.
He bows, and as he bows down, he kind of like almost seems to fold in on himself and disappears.
Yep. Oh, she is gonna throw that scroll across her house.
You throw the scroll across the house, it slams into the wall, and before it hits the ground, it appears on the table in front of you again.
Pick it up, throw it again.
It appears on the table in front of you again.
She's like, Brisket.
Brisket pops up.
She's just gonna scoop him up. We're going to bed.
He kind of looks at you and he says, he's looking up at you, and as he's sitting there, like between, nuzzled against you and everything like that, the scroll appears shoved between you and Brisket.
What? She is gonna try to put the scroll back on the table and run to her room.
You run to you put the scroll back on the table. You run to your room. As you spin around, you slam the door. And as you do, you have your back against the door.
Yep.
On your nightstand beside your bed, the scroll is sitting there.
No. So she is gonna pull out her phone and attempt to text the group chat.
Okay.
The group chat. I have to go out of town in a week. Sorry. Frowny face.
Frowny face.
Vera is dead to the world. She will answer this text later.
I think everyone is unconscious right now.
Pretty much all unconscious.
I just like the frowny face. Does it have like the single tear?
Yes, it has a single tear.
So everyone,
and then, like, that angry, like the like the one that's like puffing out, like
Yes.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking with all her problems with technology, she might have actually just sent like a peach or something like that.
Yeah, she said.
Like, what does that have to do with it? What
She's
kind of
going to go get
out-of-town-
some booty. What?
I was like, what
That's a booty call.
Like, I'm not judging or anything. Like, of course I'm not. But like,
So you
I
guys,
didn't know she had it in her.
I'll be like, well, shit.
you guys crash out. Now for my mortals.
WTF. Send.
So for my still breathing companions, how long do you guys crash out for?
I have to get back up in about 3 hours to open up the coffee shop.
You work in the coffee shop?
Does.
You don't have employees?
She does, but she's the one that unlocks and
Oh, okay.
the doors.
You don't have like
She's gonna unlock the
you don't have a
doors.
manager or anything like that, basically.
She's not waking up Alfred.
Oh God. Okay. So you wake up in you sleep for a few hours. You wake up and you feel like shit.
Yeah, she knows.
Brisket is asleep on your pillow.
Yeah.
He's kind of curled up on a little ball. As you get up and kind of get out of bed, he kind of like shifts and rolls over. And as he rolls over, 3/4 of the contents of your jewelry box were underneath him.
Yes. My good boy. My good boy. He is the best boy. She's just gonna pick everything up, put it back on her little vanity, like she normally has it. Reset everything.
You see that as he's laying on his back sleeping, he's got both his claws on his chest, and like one of your favorite gold necklaces is just like completely wrapped around both paws, and he's like just holding it to him.
She's not gonna bother with it. She's gonna go unlock the door for her 2 morning employees.
Yep.
And she's like, alright, just set up shop. I'm going back to bed. Don't wake me up.
And as you leaving, both the employees are like, no problem, ma'am. We got it today. It's not
Thank
a
you.
super busy day. And the other one looks at you and says, "Are you okay?"
I had a rough night. I am been informed I have to go out of town next week, so.
Okay. Well, if you get me the codes and everything like that, I can take care of the shop while you're gone.
Get them from Penny.
He's like, okay. He's like, are you sure you're okay?
I am exhausted. I had a really long night.
I mean, no, not to be weird, boss, but, normally you come down in the morning and it's like, watching the sun come up again. And today you seem like you're hurting.
Family issues, that's what I'm going through.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, get the codes from Penny. Penny will not be in for today or the rest of the week. She's not feeling good.
Oh. Alright. Well, we'll get her shifts covered, I guess.
Yes. We need to get them covered.
Alright. Well, get some rest.
Yep. She'll head right back upstairs.
So, you crash out, and how much longer are you gonna sleep?
She's gonna sleep in until noon.
Alright. Sunny, how long do you crash out for? Just until you wake up, or?
No, if I do it until I wake up, you know how long I sleep, babe.
Yep. Well, but you're not Sunny.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be up at 10 a.m.
Alright.
You know, I do run a school.
Well, you're an administrator at a school. You don't
my
necessarily have to run it, so.
No.
Sphinx, how long does Emery's crash out for?
Emrys will naturally wake up at around like 12:45 in the afternoon.
All right. You guys rouse yourselves up. You guys rouse yourself up. As you sit there and wake up, you kind of. Oh, sorry. When you wake up, Sunny, you kind of like are sitting there, and a huge eye is looking in the window, and you hear a low rumble as George's voice comes in, and he says, Greg, sorry. Greg's voice comes in. I was thinking of George. Sorry.
Yeah.
As Greg's voice comes in and he says, Mistress, there is much about last night that I have questions.
What's up?
Why were you in that place?
Seemed like a fun idea at the time.
I love Sunny so much.
Mistress, you're responsible for all these people and all these children.
Yeah.
Is it wise to put yourself in jeopardy? Do we even know what happens if anything were to ever happen to you? What happens to this school?
That's a long story.
When you dreamt me as a protector, not just for you, but for this place.
Yeah.
You do understand that means that without this place, I don't exist.
Yeah.
And without you, this place doesn't exist.
I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm working on that.
It says, I cannot be two places at once. And your bond to me says that I guard this place.
Very true.
I cannot follow you around all day and make sure that you're safe.
I know. That'd be fun, though. I need to make you a little brother.
Yeah. The eye looks concerned. He's like, I do not know if I'd like a little brother.
Sister?
I do not find a need for siblings. I find a need for my mistress to be careful.
Yeah. Working on that. You need a brother.
There's a chuff and a puff of smoke, and the head rises up out of the vision. Emery's. You rouse yourself. You are stiff. You are sore. You're in crusty, nasty clothes.
I will very, very stiffly begin, like, I will kind of curse at myself under my breath for falling asleep in my clothes, and then, like, will very, very stiffly, like, grunting and cursing the entire time. It's like, take off my clothes and find something clean to wear.
As you are getting dressed, I'm assuming you, like, go do the whole morning ritual. As you go get dressed and get ready, when you come back out of the bathroom, you know, in your robe or whatever.
For the not that dirty towel.
Not that dirty towel. I'm sure he does laundry. He's not like us. But he, no, he's. You come out of the bathroom in the robes, and there's a knock on your door.
I'm not expecting anyone.
Not on the shop door, on your bedroom door.
Oh, definitely not expecting that, but okay. I will wrap the robe around myself, tie it, and I will, like, very slowly open the door. Yeah.
Penny's standing outside.
Oh, hey, kiddo.
And she has no visible injuries. And she's dressed.
Very, very not injured.
She says, you know, gotta keep up appearances. She says,
Gotcha.
I'm going to go see if I can find more information about Eric.
Where are you going to go?
He registered for school, which means he has stuff that's at least filed at the bursar's office. Someone had to pay for it. Maybe I can get his apartment. Maybe I can just find out where he lives. Maybe he lives in the dorms. I'm going to check out his room.
Please tell me you're not going to do anything dangerous or illegal to get this information.
I mean, I'm not going to do anything dangerous.
Are you going to try and glamour someone into giving you the information, Penny?
She says, no, I'm not.
Do I believe you, Penny?
She says, I'm going to hand them this. And she holds up a coin. It's a single piece of silver.
I'll take a closer look at the coin if I can.
Mm-hmm. And it is... This thing is full of dross. It's an enchanted object.
Where in the void did you get that coin?
She says, I made it.
That's my girl.
Made an enchanted... You made an enchanted... Did I teach you to do that? Did I teach you to do that?
You taught me a lot. She says,
It's true.
But you don't know mind magic. And
No,
I do.
don't.
I taught myself this.
Like, I stand there kind of, like, stammering. Like, my brain is, like, going, like, 1 billion miles a second.
Good girl.
First off, that's really impressive. I can't begin to tell you how proud I am of you for figuring that out. Also, that could be like we just had an altercation where like you really need to be careful about not getting caught, Penny.
He says, I give them the coin. It's silver. Their nature is to want because it is valuable. That makes them susceptible to the charm. I hand them the coin. They give me the information I need.
Can this be traced back to you?
To me?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's one maybe too many, Penny.
It just says, the only thing I need to do is get the coin back from them after.
And how easy will that be?
Fairly easy if it works.
Okay.
It should definitely work. I spent days making this thing. You can feel how much energy is packed into it.
Oh, I can feel it all right.
I don't know what person would be able to resist that. And since it's trapped in there, it does not come back on me. There's no backlash onto me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And it's not an obvious effect. It's an exchange.
Okay.
I did my homework, I promise.
I trust that you did your homework. I'm not doubting that. My concern is that because there are other eyes out there watching, that this could be more dangerous than we would like it to be. So, and I'm going to leave this completely up to you. You're a young adult now, so I'm simply going to ask, and I will abide by your decision on this. Do you want some backup?
Well, what do you mean by backup?
Me, specifically. Or specific.
We are on the Pacific. But she says, this is my mess.
And you're my family.
But you don't expect family to always bail you out.
No.
I got to stand on my own 2 feet eventually.
I understand that, Penny.
We have maybe 6-7 hours before the sun goes down. We have 6 or 7 hours to get as much information as we can before whatever happens to him happens.
I can get more information with 2 than with 1.
We could get more information with 4.
That's true.
Considering we can't do anything for Vera until she wakes up.
Say the word and I'll send the group text. It's up to you, though.
We need to find out as much as we can. I'm just taking the only route that I have currently available to get information right now. Because I don't know. I've been able to sense Vera when I use my abilities and she's around. But she is... Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, wow. Accelerator 748.
I think it's a clerical.
Okay,
A clerical error.
It's a clerical error. It's
It's a
Zaf.
clerical error.
Hi,
Yeah.
Zaf.
Oh, Zaf, hey!
All right. So, but he says... She says... If we can just maybe we should just get everyone together and try and see if we can find any information any other way.
We can
Mark knew a
definitely-
lot. Maybe we can ask Mark.
Yeah. I will dip back into my room, grab my phone off the nightstand, and like come back to her. And I'm like just texting everyone right now. Pretty much need more information. Everyone meet at Couch and Quill or C&Q. Figure out a plan. We have until sunset. Send.
And she says, you hear a buzz from Verzer.
Yeah, I was gonna say she put it on the nightstand.
She'll get that when she wakes up.
So Penny kind of looks at you, and she looks at the Vera's door, and she says, I almost feel like we should do something. I don't know what to do, though.
And I will I'll just kind of put my hand on her shoulder, and then I'll pass by, and I want to go ahead and open V's door
Okay.
just enough so I can like poke my head in, take a look, and make sure everything's okay.
I would say she's consented to you coming into her room, so this is not an uncommon thing.
You open the door. V is in a chair. Her hands are kind of propped up in front of her, steepled in front of her. Her eyes are closed, but she is absolutely frozen in place. Eric is on the couch, and he is just laying there, inert. There is no sound or motion in the room. And you cannot... There's no, you've seen Vera in this state before. She is likened to a dead body. And Eric seems to be in the same state.
Okay. Well, no change. I'll just take a breath, kind of nod.
Penny kind of looks at you and she says, if we had to, we could move him into the circle and at least put him in a force cage.
And I will.
I mean, we don't have to do it now.
I'll lift my eyes and I'll like smack my head. I'm like, why the hell did I not think of that?
I just don't want him. If he wakes up and he's in his right mind, but he is on the edge. I don't know if waking up inside of a prison is going to be the best idea, but
What would be it's a safer option. It's a safer option than, if he wakes up and he's not in his right mind and he loses it and V's there.
yeah. Well, either way, we have some time to make that decision. And in the meantime, we can get as much information as we can.
Yeah, agreed. I'm all for moving him into the circle and creating the force cage, just to be safe.
Well, let's leave time for that. We're gonna, but let's get on the information as much as we can, because
You're right. The force cage is going to take some time to bring up.
also, did you call her?
I haven't yet. I was going to once I got dressed.
Says, all right, I'm gonna go make breakfast.
Cool. I'm going to get dressed and call your grand-mère.
Alrighty. So, this looks like a good place to wrap up for the evening. How's everybody doing?
Oh, worry.
Here we go.
Is the big Angie.
The big Angie, why?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. The
Why?
one, she already, left her betrothed and now has to go see him again after giving everything up.
Oh no.
Because, you know, she didn't want to marry. No.
Is he at least a nice betrothed?
The funny thing, she's actually only met him once, and that was it.
Is
that
he
was the
hot?
whole-
Like, just out of curiosity.
Did he seem okay?
Is he a redhead?
No, Rosalie's like, oh, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to get married. I don't know this fellow. I know nothing about him.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Great, this will go really well.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah, going to the fake court. But here's the thing. They said retinue. That means I can bring anybody I want.
As long as they can enter the fake court.
Yep.
That is.
Oh, Vera can't.
You can enchant Vera, and she
I
can
could.
enter the fake court.
Oh yeah, that would go real well.
It just
Oh,
there's
yes.
2 ways to enchant a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
One, she drinks your blood, but that doesn't do very well because then she's loopy as fuck.
Yeah, probably
I'd
not
like that
how you
drug
want to be.
Yeah,
The
Okay,
other
look,
way,
Sphinx.
the other way is you can spend a point of glamour, and I mean spend it,
Mm-hmm.
and you enchant her for 1 day, dusk till dawn. She can see Fae.
Mm-hmm.
She can interact with Fae. And she can be brought into freeholds.
Yeah.
It does not reduce her banality.
I was about to say, I don't think that would be a very good choice. It would be funny as all hell. Like, oh yes, here's my vampire. Maybe not.
That would be a whole slap to the face to the court and be like, get out.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
it's
like
really
it would be,
funny.
it would like be walking into court holding cold iron.
That's why it would be
Yeah.
pretty funny. Like, I mean, you don't want to be there.
You know, if you want to be spicy
You-
about it, she totally could.
I was about to say, if you don't want to be there, Vera, it's a good way to be like,
See, the good thing is with the
hello.
whole glamour thing is before, if she does expend it and everything, she'll just get it from Penny.
that's true.
And or send Brisket to go get it.
I was going to say Vera would not. Be a very
Oh, yeah.
interesting choice.
Oh yeah, with the group chat, just so you know, Rosalind texted back, I was sleeping, that is very rude. I have bigger things to worry about than this right now.
What could be bigger than this would be Vera's response if she was awake. She'd be like, hold up.
Yeah. Emerus would text back bigger than a shifter vampire hybrid.
Okay, she'll text back, and this will be the one time she cusses Fae court bullshit.
And Emerus would just text back, oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, puts phone down.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us this evening. We really appreciate it. Like we said before, we have 1 more week before we're going to take our holiday break. So next week is going to be the last show for the year. And we will be doing that here again on Tuesdays, 7:30 Central Standard Time, here on Twitch. If you follow us here, always remember that when you follow us, you're automatically entered to win this D&D boxed set. That is the Player's Guide, the Monstrous Manual, and the DMG, plus the GM screen, and it comes in that amazing slipcase. That is all yours when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. Or you can also follow us on YouTube. And on YouTube, if you do that, we're trying to get to 100 followers on YouTube so we can get our YouTube page branded. And there's only, I think, 20 more followers to go on YouTube. So if you want to find our links, you can find all of Dinner and a Game's socials on our link tree, which is right there. So give us a follow on YouTube and help us spread the word about us, because if you get a word out about us, we will get there quicker. And when we get to 1,000 on here, we'll give away that box set. And when we get to 100 on YouTube, we will give away that box set for that. We're drawing 1 on each one. Now, also, if you follow us on go to our link tree and follow us on TikTok, We're at 820 something followers on TikTok. When we hit 1K on TikTok, we are giving away this 3D printed dice tower, 3D printed Wizard's Tower. It's way bigger than a dice tower. This thing is like 11 inches tall, 9 inches wide, 4 stories. It has the levels all split apart. It actually breaks down into separate components, small enough to be put into like a big Ziploc bag. This is all yours. You do have to paint it. It is white. You have to paint it, but it's all yours. All you have to do is follow us on TikTok, and you'll be automatically entered to win. And we will have the drawing when you hit 1K followers. Last but not least, next game, which is going to be tomorrow night, we're going to be giving away Taze of the Frozen Tundra. That is a Druid mini. It's going to be 3D printed by me. We're going to be giving it away at the break on the next show, which is tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist, our D&D 5e show. And so be here. You have to be here at the break. We start the contest at the beginning of the break. We make the drawing at the end of the break. We give away the mini, and I'll print it out, and you will get it. So thank you very much for the sub and followed. Also, if you want to follow any of these amazing creators, everyone here is involved with creating in some way, shape, or form. Sphinx, you are amazing. What show are you on next?
Next, I'm actually right back here with you on tomorrow for Kingdoms of Mist, where I play Valestein O'Call, a bard and sorcerer.
Yes, and you with your adopted daughter, Milagros.
With my adopted daughter, Milagros.
And Ivy, where are you going to be next?
Next, I'm back on Dice Cream Sandwich playing Farrell, who is my Circle of the Moon druid. We are actually getting closer and closer to our BBEG. We're in the Feywild, and we're about to fight Reynard the Feylord, which is going to be an interesting time.
Oh,
Kevin,
but you're fighting him in the Feywild?
Yeah, Kevin's
Holy
got
crap.
inspiration from the Mummy, and so we are currently actually in a Mummy-style dungeon. It's going to be great. We went into a mini pocket dimension that my character went, hey, this bag on the ground's a pocket dimension, and then pushed it over again, and they got sucked down into it.
But it's completely not her fault.
It's definitely, no, she 100% knew it was her fault. She gives no shits.
No shit. I wonder why they call her Pharaoh.
She chose that name for a reason.
Yeah. And Em, where are you going to be next?
Well, there's 2 places I'm going to be next. Friday, I will be on Vampiric Touch ENT. We are playing an Exalted Saga, the Volition of Onyx and Gold, where I play our solar sorceress, Lena, who is technically on the run currently.
And the softest bean.
And the softest sweet bean that there is. And then right afterwards, I am playing PDX by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade V5 game where I play our Ventru fledgling, Claire Cromwell, who's having an existential crisis and meltdown every week.
And you can, and Jessica, my beautiful wife, you can find her here at Dinner and a Game on Tuesday nights playing Sunny Danum. You look so scared. You can find her here playing Sunny Danum, the Grump
Actually,
Satyr.
no, I'm having a cramp in my stomach.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Oh,
We'll
no.
get out of here real
You know
quick.
that rib cramp? Like,
Oh, yeah.
So this would be me trying to not show that I'm having a really bad cramp.
Okay, I'm sorry, baby. And she is also the social manager for Dinner and a Game. If you follow us, Taylor Higginbottom just subscribed to our Facebook page. Thank you, Taylor. If you follow us on Facebook, you also see all our notifications. We also have 13K followers on Facebook, and we do run contests and everything else on there. And if you follow us on Twitter, we're not doing as much on Twitter, but we really should. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much again, and have a good evening. Let's find someone to raid.
Okay, so ADH Adventures is on. There's another group called Diced Thespians.
Dice Thespians?
Yes,
Dice Cream Sandwich is also on.
Oh, I didn't know Dice Cream Sandwich was on.
Yeah, it's their Beyond the Witchlight game with Quincy and Jennings and Shay and Moss.
So who do we
Shane.
want to? Anyone got a preference for rating?
I'm up for either one.
I would say all of them are great streams.
Yeah.
Ivy,
Yeah. Do you want to
low
roll?
D10.
Yep. Okay.
High, it's ice cream sandwiches, and low, it's going to be ADH.
Okay. Let's roll a d10, shall we? If I can get my d10, Jesus Christ. Ah, it's a 9.
There you go. Dice cream sandwiches it is.
Nice.
All right, guys. Remember, tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. Give them lots of love. If you do not follow Dice Cream Sandwiches, definitely give them a follow. They're amazing content creators, and they deserve your love as much as we do. Thank you again for everything, everybody. I hope you all have a good night. Remember, at Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Be safe. Be careful. Wear a mask when you can. There's a new strain coming out. We want you to be back. We want you to be healthy, to watch and participate in the show with us again. We love you. Have a good night.
Good night.
And we out.
Me and Sphinx down here just... We look like the gothiest of people. Like, we look
I
like
love
someone went
it.
to a goth club and went, these two. Put them on string.
Yep. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I just